Hey guys, this is Andrew with Andy Auto Detailing. Today I'll be showing you how to restore a car headlamp, whereby using stuff that you can buy from a local hardware store or any car wash materials that you can actually use from home. Everything is done at home, home remedy, easy steps with a bit of elbow grease. Instead of replacing the whole headlamp, you can actually restore them just by doing these few steps. So today I'll be showing you guys how to do so, and I really hope you like the video. And if you like it, click like, and if you want to see more videos in the future, all you have to do is just click the subscribe button. This is gonna be one of my first series of videos on how to detail cars, how to restore headlamps is my beginning one, and I'm pretty sure there's more to come. Hope you enjoy the video. Let's get to it. Alright guys, these are the stuff that I'll be using for today. I have with me 3 different sandpapers. There's 1005 grit, 1000 and 800 if necessary. And I have a normal car polish, a rubbing compound after all the sanding is done, and a quick shine clay bar if necessary. I'll show you later if it's necessary. And also a glass cleaner. Any glass cleaner can be used at this point. You don't have to buy a specific car glass cleaner. You can use any glass cleaner that from any other shops that you can buy from. And let's get to the video and I'll show you how to use all this stuff. Hope you enjoy it. Hi guys, okay, today as you can see we're working on a Persona headlamps, or basically I don't know, as you can see this is really bad. This has been faded for I don't know, God knows how long, maybe 7 to 8 years, nothing done to it. And this is basically the effect of the sun. Basically the UV rays is burning off that one layer which is all coated for newer cars nowadays, which is all the headlamps are made of plastic. And today I'm going to try to make this clearer. Instead of replacing your whole headlamps, everything is done at home remedy with anything you can buy from a hardware shop. And it's going to be easy to do, but it is going to take time. But trust me, it is going to be worth it at the end of the day, because you're going to save a whole lot of money doing it. And I'm sure if I can do it, you can do it as well. Now, I am currently going to start with a 500 grit sandpaper. Reason why I'm going very hard is basically, as you can see, this is really bad. So I need to remove as much as I can. First, I'm going to do dry sanding. Dry sanding is basically just going on this without any water at all. Second, with the 1000 grit, which I have, which I'll show you later, with the 1000 grit, I'm going to go again, but it's going to be wet sanding. Wet sanding means I have easy with the water here, any water. You don't have to use soap water, just plain water. You spray on the sandpaper and you go on again. So as I'm going, it's gonna take a long process, trust me, but I'm just gonna do it on time lapse. And as I'm going further and further, I will explain to you one by one. So here we go. Alright, here we go. So one direction, remember, just one direction for now. Later with the 1000 grit, you go the opposite end. I'll show you first, okay? So it's very simple. So like this, or like this, up to you. Just go back and forth. As you can see, it's already removing most of the layers. Put as much pressure as you think you should put to see all that coming off. Alright, I'm going to bring it for a close up to see how I'm actually standing it close up. Alright, this is after the first sanding process of using 500 grit. It was quite bad. So now, after cleaning it, so this is what you do. Soap water or any water, just remove whatever you think should be removed. As you can see, there's a lot of fading. Don't worry, this is because of the 500 grit. you want to get this. You have it'll be much more smoother now because all this, as you can see, this layer here is where the corrosion took more toll on the light. So don't worry about it. Now we're gonna go with 500 grit. Okay, so this is where you wet sand. So wet sand is basically you wet the sandpaper like so, right? Don't worry about how wet. Okay, like this, and you go same thing, but remember, go on a different direction, which is up and down, or like this. All right, so just go like this. If you feel your sandpaper getting more and more dry, very simple, just do this, clean it up, and just go again, but on this direction. If you notice, the direction I went earlier was a different direction. This one I'm going diagonally. Okay, so this is what you call wet sanding. So just keep doing the same thing over and over again. Alright guys, this is after the 1000 grit. Okay, a whole lot of elbow grease, trust me. So I'm going to clean it before I go in with the 1000 grit, which is the final one. So for now, this is after the first two, so maybe not, you can see the difference. So I'm just going to show you and see how. Oh, way better. Yes, you can see it's a bit faded, but if you notice, remember, all here was all gone. It's all yellowish. Now it's all flat. Don't worry about the fading like this. Trust me. As long as you removed most of the layers, it's going to work later when you compound it, and when you polish it, it's totally different. So I'm going to come back now with the 1000 grit and see where it goes. Again, 1000 grit as well is wet sanding. Okay. So 1000 grit. Sorry, 1005. Give me. Okay, so this is the last one. Again, wet sanding, but this one you literally have to fill in the gaps that you miss. All right, so just gonna do a few passes. Where you feel you think that you need more sandpapering, just go over it, and make sure it's this direction now. The first one we went like this, then we went like this. Okay, now we got to go back this way. Okay, to fill in all the gaps and flatten it out. Alright guys, this is our 500 grit. As you can see, I went this direction. Alright, I have no idea how it's going to look after the whole sanding. It will still be foggy. Alright, trust me, it's still going to be foggy. So what you want to do is just soap water. Alright, just wipe it off. Okay, this is after 1005, and it is already looking way better. Alright, as you can see, if you leave it, if it's going to be wet, yes. See, now it's starting to dry up, so it's a bit faded, but the fading is so much more better. As you can see, it's so smooth. I can't even hear anything, so I can just literally run my fingers to it, and I can't really feel the whole thing being hard, or you know, the yellowish on this section is all gone. So that's what you want to do. You want to remove the layer. There are so many steps that you can do after this. One, you can compound the thing, which is the rubbing compound that you use on your paint to remove swirls or marks or anything. You can use that. Two, you can polish this whole area. Once you polish this whole area, it will start clearing it up. Number three, if you don't want to wax and polish, or if you don't want to compound, there's an easier way you can do, but it's gonna be a bit of a pain in the butt, because there's a thing called clear coat. You can literally buy a clear coat from any hardware store, but make sure the clear coat that you buy has a UV protection in it. That's the main clear coat that you need to buy. Alright, so you can actually spray the clear coat on top of this. It will clear right up, it will fill in all the gaps for you, but make sure you come to this level first, because if you don't remove whatever that's actually faded off, the UV protection before, if you don't remove it, if you're going to spray over it, it's not going to help. So now this is where you want to go. Right after this, I'm going to move in to rubbing compound, and then I'm going to polish. So now I'm going to show you. Alright, so now as you can see, I have a rubbing compound. You can use any rubbing compound. You don't have to use the one from Turtle Wax. This is what I have right now. You can use any rubbing compound and an applicator pad. This one I've already dabbed it with water, and I'm just gonna use the rubbing compound and just massage it in like this. Okay, why? Because it's better to do it wet if you're going to work on plastic. Remember, this is not metal, so that is why I'm actually putting it on a wet pad like this. See, it's wet. Okay, so now what you're going to do, same thing like polishing the car. All you have to do is just go around. Okay, any direction you want to go, this way, you want to go this way, any direction you want. Do as much layers as you can to make it flat. I will go a few passes and I will show you. It's like this. Okay, it's same thing with so now I'm gonna polish the car. So first things first, as usual, polish. Any polish, any wax, up to you, whatever you're comfortable with. It's your budget. So what I like doing is I like putting my polish on the pad first instead of on the surface, and then going on with it. So this is what I'm going to do. It's simple. You're just going to polish like how you polish your cars. Okay, just go on. Alright guys, this is after polishing. I did 2 layers. Alright, 2 layers of polish, whereby I layer it on, I remove it after 5 minutes of drying, and then I lay it on once more time. I wait for another 5 minutes, 4 minutes depending, and I'm going to wipe off again. Now this is not with clear coat, this is polishing and compounding. Yes, it's going to take a lot of work. Yes, it took me 45 minutes with this light, but this is after me polishing, and I just want you to see, even you tell me if there is any improvement or not compared to how we started. Alright, so very simple. I'm just gonna buff the lights out. Alright, just gonna buff the lights out, just like this. And look, wow. Okay, this is only after 2 layers of polishing. Okay, I'm gonna buff it all out, and look, it's clear. It's all gone. The yellow is all gone. You can literally see everything on the inside. It's so much more smooth now, and trust me, this is gonna last for a few months. Because if you're just gonna polish the lights without sanding, what I did earlier, it's not gonna last you a whole lot of time. But you doing this, it's gonna last, and it's gone. Look, I don't see no yellowish here. I can literally see that small lamp on the inside. I can see all that inside. It's all clear. So look, very simple. Okay, and done. And it didn't even cost me more than 10 ringgit. Okay, it's cheap. The sandpapers literally cost cheap. The polish, if you can use the same polish you polish your car. The rubbing compound, if you have. If not, just continue with polishing. It'll literally fill in all the gaps. And after this, if you want it to last a bit more longer, like I said earlier, you can do clear coat. If you have a clear coat spray with UV protection, make sure you cover up the sides nicely, and you just spray that one whole layer. It will last a whole lot more longer compared to this one. But this one is just like a weekend fixed, and it's already done. Alright guys, so this is after everything is done. As you can see, it's way better. It may not be 100%, but after sanding, after compounding, after polishing, this is the end result. I did it at home, and I'm pretty sure you can do it as well. And I really hope you enjoyed the video. So if you have any questions, comment on anything, like the video, and I really hope you enjoy the end results. If I can do it, so can you. This is Andy Auto Detailing. I hope you enjoyed the video. See you again next time.
'Cause I can't stop time. You keep worrying in my mind.